This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation.
Welcome, Caps Nation. Make some noise as we introduce your U11A St. John's Caps All-Stars. Between the pipes, number 1, Noah O'Brien, and number 31, Simon Russell. On the blue line, number 12, Drew Pike. Number 8, Josh Cheater. Number 4, William Lewis. Number 18, Ben Tizard. Number 3, Henry Nash. And number 2, Vincent O'Reilly Hillier. Up front, number 17, Charlie Martin. Number 9, Ryan Walsh. Number 11, Peyton Pike. Number 10, Max Barnes. Number 14, George Winter. Number 7, Henry White. Number 19, Aiden Brown. Number 15, James Cheater. And number 5, Nate Wilson. Head coach, Steve Barnes. Assistant coaches, Jeremy Cheater, Ryan Brown, Matthew Lewis, and Aaron Walsh. Your U11A St. John's Caps All-Stars. Go Caps!
Good morning and welcome to Baytown Media's live stream presentation of Under 11 AAA hockey live from Placentia this morning. Early morning game between the St. John's Caps and the Western Kings. Game yesterday between the Kings and the Caps ended in a draw and should be a tight game again this morning. Caps coming off a 6-2 victory last night versus the Central Icepack, led by a couple goals from Charlie Martin. We're just about ready to go for puck drop here in Placentia this morning. And we're just about ready now for puck drop in Placentia. Peyton Pike to take the face-off for the Caps. Captain, number 11. Starting in goal for the Caps will be Noah O'Brien. Chilly morning here in Placentia, but we're ready to go. Things will start to heat up inside. And here's puck drop. Wilson off the hop, number 5, pass across. Puck intended for Winter, just missed his stick. Caps chasing it back down, and that's going to be an icing call. And puck's going to come all the way back down to the Western Kings end. Puck comes out and away goes Western. Western on a break. Chance here. And Noah O'Brien shuts the door. Caps cleaning out the crease. Great save there by O'Brien. Covers it up. Big save there by O'Brien. Caps will be in the black jerseys this morning, Western in red. Puck outside the zone. Tizzard picks it up now at center. Tizzard will have a long shot in, and that's kicked aside by the Western goalkeeper. Puck on the boards, kept in by Tizzard. Now it squirts out, and out come Western. Western cuts out wide, trying to get a puck in front, behind the goal. And Caps dump it all the way down the ice. That will be an icing call, and puck will come back down to the Caps end. O'Brien with a big save early on a breakaway. Face off now to the left of O'Brien. Caps win that face off. Pike with it up the boards to Walsh. Kept in. Pike chasing after it again. Western trying to get it in front. Western has it in front. Kick saved by O'Brien. And Walsh picks it up now on the far boards. Walsh, nice pass up to Brown. Brown stops up. Caps trying to keep it in. Cheater keeps it in at the line. Pike keeps it in at the line and goes down in the corner. Puck in front, no one there. Caps trying to stuff it in, and we got some pushing and shoving in front of the goal. And the refs break that one up. Pretty tense here early on. 13:06 left in the first period. No score. And a penalty to Western, so Caps will be on the power play. Western now trying to clear it, and will do, right just past Noah O'Brien. Raleigh Hillier picks it up behind the goal, gets it up to center. Nice lay there for Wilson to Pike. Pike again trying to get it back to Wilson. Wilson still working hard, and a great work by Wilson. Oh, Caps can't put it in. Winter tried to keep it in, and Western comes out now. Short-handed. They'll dump it down the ice. Here comes Lewis. Lewis hauled down. Western take control. Western with a move, and that's put out of harm's way. Lead pass up to Peyton Pike with a move as he comes up the center. Peyton Pike cuts out wide, back in again, and Western will just take it and dump it down the ice. O'Brien will hold it for Nash. Nash picks it up behind the goal. Western cut off that pass, intended for White. Now the Caps get it out of the zone. Still 44 seconds left in the power play. Nice cross-ice pass to Cheater. Cheater, and that shot is blocked there. Great defensive effort by the Western Kings. Puck wraps around the board. Nash to pick it up on the far boards. Nash into White. White got Burns in front. And it goes to the crease, back to Tizzard on the point. Tizzard with a shot. That deflects wide. White chasing after it. White with it now, turns back in. Curls in, White, shot. Oh, and that just missed. And Western get it out of the zone. Great work there by Burns to keep it in. Cheater. And Western now turn it back out. And Cheater back to get it. And we've got a whistle. Offsides, 11:03. That will do it for the power play. Still no score. St. John's Caps, Western Kings. Under 11 AAA hockey live from Placentia. Martin takes that face off to Pike. Pike up the boards. Western. Martin picks it up. Martin, cross ice pass to Brown. Brown chasing in after. Brown stops up. Brown gets it across ice to Walsh. Walsh wraps it around back of the goal. Martin tried to get in front of Brown. Caps buzzing now in front of Western net. Walsh in there again. Walsh holds it on the boards. Squirts out. Western now out over the line. A hit there by Cheater. Coming back with the defensive play. Now comes Brown. Nice pass. Brown gets it back. Brown trying to cut towards the goal. Walsh picks it up behind the net. Walsh in front. Cats were all around the net there, swarming. Raleigh Hillier to Lewis. Lewis taking a skate, and he'll dump it down. Peyton Pike chasing after it. He'll pick it up behind the goal. Pike. The Walsh coming in. Walsh can't get the shot away. Back to the point. Western gone. Lewis in a foot race to get it. Lewis, great defensive play there, but Western picks it up just inside the line. Western out wide, cuts it in front, and that's knocked aside. Lewis, nice pass up to Winter. Winter, and it's outside the line. Tizzard will try to get it back in. Caps are offside. And we've got a tripping call coming up. Looks like it's for Western. No, sorry, Tizard for the Cats. So the Western Kings will go on the power play. 9:07 left in the first. Western control inside the Caps end. And Caps do get it outside the line. Barnes, great work there by Barnes. Nash back to get it behind the goal. Nash up to Cheater. And kept in at the line. Again, the Kings keep it in. Here's the Kings with a chance. Shot. Blocker save by O'Brien. Knocked into the corner. Kings now get up behind the goal. Kings looking for somebody out front. Kings back to the point. Shot. And O'Brien with a glove save and holds on for a face-off. Great save there by Noah O'Brien. 1:14 left in the power play for the Kings. 8:21 left in the first period. Still no score. St. John's Caps, Western Kings. Pike with it now, off the boards, and Caps just get it out over the line. Drew Pike got it, and he'll drive it the length of the ice. And Western now trying to get it up. Great dive and play there by White. But Western still has it. Western in over the line. Caps now wrapping around the boards. White to pick it up on the far end, and White will dump it down. Great penalty killing again by the Caps. And held on by Western. And the faceoff will come in the Western Kings end. 39 seconds left in the power play. 7:46 now left in the first period. Western control behind their goal. Not much time left in the power play. And now they're at 3-on-2. Western in over the line. Chance. Shot. And that's wide of the goal. Back to the point. Western. Shot from the point. And O'Brien will glove that one again. Great save there by O'Brien, who has been tested so far in the first period. Less than a minute in, a breakaway save. Face off now, and the Caps in. Still 15 seconds left in the Kings power play. Caps will dump it down the ice. Brown chasing after it. Brown will pick it up. Brown will hold it against the boards. Kings relentless trying to get that puck out, but Brown, great job killing time off the clock. Walsh will dump it back in. Caps need to come outside and go on the attack again. Western gets it up the center. Western now with a chance here. Number 13 for Western. Shot. Scores! Number 13 for the Western Kings. Puts them up 1-0. Great move as he cut in past the blue line and just over the glove of O'Brien. Caps now 6:46, down by 1. Puck now. Kings pick it up in the neutral zone. Kings again. Long shot. Scores! Western Kings just in past the hash marks and shot bet O'Brien blocker side. So just 10 seconds after the first goal, Kings now take a 2-0 lead. Number 8 for the Kings. I'm sorry, I don't have the lineup sheet for the Kings. And there's no name bars on the back, so. Western wins the faceoff. Cheater in attacking, and he'll get that puck and dump it down. Puck just tipped outside the line, and Western on the attack again. Nash trying to get back. Western, puck behind the Caps net, trying to get it in front. And Caps just dump it out. It's going to be an icing call as it crosses the line. 6:06 left. Western Kings leading the St. John's Caps 2-0. Under 11 AAA hockey live from Placentia. Caps now take it out. Here comes Henry White, cutting up through the middle. And offsides at the line as Cheater was in over by a step. And face off to come outside the line. Martin wins the face off, back to Tizzert. Tizzert will dump it down to the Western goal, and a funny hop off the boards and came loose there in front, covered up by Blanchard, who's in goal for the Kings. Face off won by Martin, and just skips over Tizert's stick and back to his own blue line. Tizert will turn back. Cats will regroup in their own end as Nash back behind the goal and picks up that puck. Misfire there. In front, taken away by Brown. Brown kicks it up to his stick. Brown still going. Brown, nice pass across. In front, Caps buzzing around the goal. Can't get the shot away. Caps, and we've got a penalty coming up. Looks like Brown going to the box for body contact. And the Kings will have another power play. The Western to the power play with 5:17 left in the first. Up 2-0 versus the St. John's Caps. Caps did get a couple shorthanded goals yesterday against Central. Puck won by the Caps. Lewis picks it up now. Whipped around the boards, but kept in at the line by Western. Pike battling on the boards, trying to get it out. Caps can't clear. Western shot, and that's blocked and goes to the corner. Wilson fighting for the puck. Wilson, the firecracker for this team. Kept in at the line. Western still has it. Western with a shot. High shot, and that was wide of the goal. Western will keep it in. Lewis around the boards. Wilson with it. Can't get it out. Caps battling on the boards. And out comes Western. Right to the point. Point shot. That's tipped. Oh, puck goes through everyone. And outside the line. Western back to pick it up behind their own goal. 54 seconds left in the power play. Caps get it at the line. Cheater now to pick it up on the far point, and he'll dump it in around the boards. Winter taking chase. Winter not afraid to muck it up on the boards either. And Western now coming out with it. Great forecheck from there by Winter. Cheater now picks it up at the blue line and will dump it down the ice. That will kill some time off the power play. 16 seconds left. Caps pick it up behind the goal. Wrap around in front. Caps can't tuck it in. Great chance there for Cheater. Caps. Drew Pike got the point. Just skipped over his stick. Cheater will dump it down. Caps will chase after it. Burns in there behind the net. Cheater with it. Cheater, loses it up the middle. Back come the Kings. Kings with a high shot. Big save there by O'Brien off the blocker. Caps now getting it on his own. Cheater on the wing, wide open. Cheater looking for some help at the blue line. And here comes help. Martin cuts in. Can't get to the net. Martin, backhander. Caps buzzing around the net. Nash in off the point. Gets it back over to the corner. Back to the point to Nash. Nash misfires on it. Backhander back in the corner. And up to the middle, and that was a dangerous pass there. Almost cut off by the Kings. Caps got lucky on that one. Here comes Tizard now in over the line. Tizard with a shot, and that's blocker to side. Back to Tizard again at the point. Tizard cross the Nash. Shot tipped, and that's wide. Martin in there after it. And Western now alleviate the pressure and dump it down the ice. 1:57 left, and that's an icing call. Face off to come all the way back down to the Western Kings end. 2-0 still the score here in the first. St. John's Caps, Western Kings. Back to the point. Kept in by the Caps. Caps trying to get a shot away. Blocker save there by Blanchard and goal for the Kings. And the puck will skip back out over the line. Nash back to pick it up there. Lead pass cut off. Martin with a move, but Kings turn it back down ice. Long shot, and that's blocker to side again by O'Brien. Puck back to center. And Lewis now got it inside his own blue line. Gets it up to Brown. Brown with a move at center. Brown cutting it wide. Brown shot. And that was wide of the goal. Kings pick it up. 1 minute remaining in the first period. Pike barreling in there. And now Lewis picks it up on the boards. Lewis back to Wilson. Wilson and offsides at the line. And the faceoff will come outside. 49 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 for the Western Kings, leading the St. John's Caps. Game ended in a tie yesterday morning. Kings now in the Caps zone. Shot, that's blocked. Shot scores on the rebound. And the Kings 3-0 lead with 41 seconds left. And the Western Kings taking it to the Caps here early this morning. Pike now at the blue line. And back come the Kings now on the offense. Kings cuts it wide, puts it in the middle. Puck up to the middle. Winter just off his stick. Winter chasing after it again. Drew Pike to pick it up in his own zone. 7 seconds left. He'll get it up the boards. Shot by Western right at the buzzer, and that will do it for the first period. 3-0 Western Kings at the end of one. And we'll be back in just a second.
This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation.
And we're back with second period action. Live from Placentia, under 11 AAA hockey. Western Kings versus the St. John's Caps, and Western have a 3-0 lead to start the second period. Kings now dump it back down to the Caps end. Nash turn it back up ice. And outside the line, Kings D to D. And get it up. Nash cuts off that pass. Walsh hit there by Tizert, and penalty to Tizert. Looks like body contact. And the Kings will go back to the power play. Caps have killed off the previous two. Face off now to the right of O'Brien. Caps win the face off. Try to clear this puck. Kings pressing now behind the goal. Caps get it up to the blue line, but not out. Kings keep it in and will dump it right back to O'Brien, and he'll hold on for a face off. Face off now, again to the right of O'Brien. And dumped down the ice. Martin will keep that puck pinned against the boards. Great job on the penalty kill, Martin. And Martin still controlling. Martin pins it up against the boards. Great job, great work by Charlie Martin. Gets it out front, nobody home. And puck back down to the Caps end. Raleigh Hilliard chasing after it. And that'll be icing waved off. Puck scores! Western Kings and a hat trick. Power play goal for Western, and they take a 4-0 lead. Not sure why the icing was waved off, but Kings control in their own zone. Up to Pike now. Pike will shoot it in. And just wide of the goal. Cap chasing after it. Brown in there. Western will pick it up. Peyton Pike trying to get the puck around the back of the net. Winter chasing after it. Back to the point to Cheater. Into Peyton Pike. Goes behind the goal trying to get it in front. Peyton Pike curls, tries to get it out in front, but back to the point to Pike. Pike will get it back to Peyton Pike. He'll spin in the corner. Peyton Pike still with it, trying to get it in front of the goal. Kicked out in front, Caps can't tuck it in. And out comes Western again. Western up to the blue line. And offsides at the line. And puck will come outside. 12:23 left in the second period. 4-0 lead for Western Kings. Puck down behind the goal. Western circling the goal. Back to the point. Point shot. And it's blocked in front. Walsh with it. Puck now on the far boards. Caps trying to get it out. And we'll get it down over the blue line. Western will pick it up now at their own blue line. We'll turn it back up. Western now in over the Caps blue line, long shot, and that's gloved down by O'Brien and held on for a face-off. 11:33 left in the second period. We're here live from Placentia. Caps Modern Hockey brought to you by Baytown Media. And we'll be back this evening, 4 o'clock, for the game against Tri-Pin Osprey. Western Kings now in over the blue line. Caps trying to get it back out. And here's White, cross ice pass to Cheater. Cheater cuts in. Tripped up, no call. And Western get it out of the zone, up the center. Nice cross ice pass there. And Raleigh Hillier back now to pick up that puck. Western in pressuring. Western with a couple players open in front. But the Caps get it up to the line, and Western shoot it back in, glove down by O'Brien. And a face-off to the right of Noah O'Brien. 10:40 now left in the second period. Peyton Pike wins the face-off, but Western turns, fires, and that was just wide. That didn't miss by much. Raleigh Hillier behind the goal. Caps need to find some energy here this morning. Peyton Pike now at center. Peyton Pike up to the blue line. Winter can't get a shot away. Backhander in front. Shot scored! Aiden Brown picked up the loose front puck in front and tucks that one in there. And the Caps are on the board. (4-1), 10-13 left in the second. Caps fans now trying to get their team going. Caps take that puck. Winter steals it. Winter in behind the net. He gets rubbed out. No call. Puck dumped all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. Face off, going to come all the way down to the western end. I don't know what they're discussing here. Burns. Western take that face off. Western now in over the blue line. 2-on-1. And can't get the puck to settle down. Drew Pike in after it. Drew Pike loses it in front. Behind the net, sorry. And the Caps trying to get it out. Big hit behind the goal. No whistle. Western chasing after it. His body's going everywhere here. Game is getting a little bit out of hand. I think the refs are losing it here. And now the Western Kings will have an advantage. Pike with a boarding call and Peyton Pike in for another minute. Puck in front. Two-man advantage here. Great block there by Martin. And we're back to a bit of hockey here. Nash steps up, puck around him. Tizzard now got it. Cap's got a big kill here ahead of him. Puck now dumped out down the ice. Cap chasing after it. Martin cutting in with some speed and almost picked that one off, but Western Kings now turn it back up. Western now on the attack. Chance here. Shot, and that's wide. Cap's trying to get it out. Martin out over the line, and that's offsides. At the line, the puck will come outside. Still 14 seconds left in the two-man advantage. Western now cuts it towards the middle. Puck loose in the slot. Back to the point. Point shot, and that's blocked by Wilson. King still with it. Back to the point again. Shot. And that's gloved by O'Brien and held on for a face-off. First penalty over for the Caps. 2:56 left in the second penalty. And 7:50 left in the second period. Western now cuts in towards goal. And covered up again by O'Brien. And Bryan will hold on. Another face-off to the left of O'Brien now. Still 2:50 left in that boarding call to Pike. Caps can't clear. Western still with it. Shot. Oh, off the glove of O'Brien and over the goal. Lewis spins in his own zone. Lewis gets it up to White. White will get it over the line. Dumped back in by Western. O'Reilly Hillier chasing back to pick it up. O'Reilly Hillier will dump it straight down the ice. Western now coming out of the zone with it. coming out with numbers, 3-on-2. Western cuts it wide, trying to get it in front. And O'Brien comes across with the pad and knocks that out of harm's way. Western still with it. Caps trying to get it out in the slot. Shot wide. Now Nash will get it. And straight down the ice, right on the goaltender. Western winding up behind her goal. Trying to get it out. Great pressure there by Cheater. Nash will dump it back down the ice. 1:37 left in the power play for the Kings. Kings now pressured by the Caps. Can't get out of their own zone. Great forecheck in here by the Caps. Western turns it in. Western 2-on-1. And just over stick there. Nash behind the goal. Western controls behind the net. Western trying to get a shot away. Western shot. Oh, another big save there by O'Brien. Puck around the back of the goal. Western trying to get in front. Caps trying to clear here, desperate to clear. And will get it up the center. Brown in a foot race. Can't catch it. Just over the stick of Cheater. Western back in. Cheater will dump it back to center. Western control. Western now in over the blue line. Long shot. And that's wide. Caps in trying to clear it again. 35 seconds left in the power play. And puck dumped all the way down the ice. 5:23 left in the second period. Western one last chance here on the power play. Puck on the far board. Tizzard chasing after it. Tizzard picks it up in his own zone and he'll kill some time off the clock. He'll wrap it around the boards. Winter trying to get it out. Stopped up at the line. Oh, Western in, scores just as the penalty expired. Western now 5-1 lead. And we got a goaltender change on the Caps end. O'Brien comes out. Simon Russell comes in. And Western will change goaltenders as well. And Walsh with it now. Walsh in over the blue line with a shot. Well, and that's just blocking aside. Great shot there by Walsh. Walsh cuts around. Walsh trying to get out in front. Walsh behind the net. Out to Lewis. And just outside the line. Caps need to get out. Western now on the attack. Stopped up there. Back to center. And Western will dump it in. Nash back to get it for the Caps. Western keep it in. Western still with it. Nice defensive play there by the Caps. And now going to come out of the zone. Up to Burns. Burns in over the blue line. Cuts out wide. Burns trying to get it in front. He does. Caps can't get it. Western, oh, Pike steals it. And Western now with it. And we'll clear it out of the zone. Martin. Battle on the far boards. Martin taken down and no call. Drew Pike with it. Can't get it out over the line. Long shot in. And that bounces behind the net. Caps do get it out now. Drew Pike, Peyton Pike and Charlie Martin. Martin cuts it wide. Martin tries to get it in front. It's cut off by the Western Kings. And they'll dump it back down to the blue line. Western with a shot in, and that's scooped up by Russell, and he'll hold on for a face-off. 3:01 left in the second period. 5-1 for the Western Kings, leading the St. John's Caps. Face off to the left of Russell. Caps win that face off, and out comes White. White cross ice. The cheater just over his stick. Western get it back down ice. And up steps Nash now. Up the center. Nash pass in. Cheater chasing after it in the corner. Brown picks it up on the far boards. Brown back to Cheater. Back to Brown. Brown with a shot. Oh, just missed the stick of White. White spins in the corner. White out front. Caps trying to stuff it in. Can't get it there. Back to Nash on the point. Nash with a shot. And that deflects just wide. Brown in the corner after it. And behind the goal, Henry White chasing after it. White spins in the corner, trying to get it out, but he's getting pushed in that corner, and out comes Western with it. Western cutting down the middle. Western trying to get up through the center. And Russell with a save. Rebound. Nice save there by Russell again with the pad. Russell's first test there. Caps get it up. White now up the center. Over to Cheater on the far blue line. Cheater with a shot. Then that's gloved down by the Western goaltender with 1:39 left in the second period. And face off now in the Western zone. Barnes to take the face off for the Caps. Puck now kept in at the blue line, but Western come out with it now up to the blue line, and that's offsides at the line. And face-off will come outside. 15-minute periods here in the AAA. And they'll clean the ice after the second period, which is 1 minute and 32 seconds away. Puck back to Raleigh Hillier now. And Western control at center. Puck intercepted by Winter. Winter tries to get it up to Walsh. And Caps lose it. And back to Lewis now, who picks it up at center. Lewis with a nice move there. Lewis in over the blue line, but Western will dump it down ice. Foot race for it. And that's going to be an icing call. Face-off coming all the way back down to the Western Kings end. 1:04 left. 5-1 lead for the Western Kings. Over to St. John's Caps, under 11 AAA hockey live from Placentia. Caps with one more game this weekend. They'll play later on this evening at 4, and we'll have that game for you right here on Baytown Media. On YouTube and Facebook, Caps now control, but Western will take it away. Under a minute left. Dumped all the way down the ice, and that will be another icing call. Puck will come all the way back. .51 seconds left in the second period. Western get it out. Pike with it. Pike with a shot. Oh, net. Great kick save there. Pike with it now behind the net. Western can't get the puck out. And we got a player down with looks like a penalty. And Western will go to the box. Caps will get a power play. 21 seconds left in the second period. So a chance here for the Caps to get one back on the power play. Peyton Pike to take the draw. Martin gets it in front. Back to Cheater at the point. Cheater with a shot. Rebound. Kicking around the crease. Nobody can't get it. Peyton Pike with it now. Knocked down in the corner. And we got some pushing, shoving in the corner. And looks like another call to Western. Roughing call. Nate Wilson in the corner. 4.5 seconds left, and the Caps will have a two-man advantage to start the third period. There's the draw. Caps can't get a shot away, and that will do it now. Some push and shoving to end the period. We got a Caps player down in the corner, and that will do it for the second period. Cats will start the third period with a two-man advantage, 5-1. Western Kings lead the St. John's Caps. Under 11 AAA hockey live from Placentia, and we'll be back in just a little bit. And we're back, third period action, live from Placentia, St. John's Caps. And the Western Kings, 5-1 lead for the Kings right now, but Caps have a two-man advantage for 1:39 to start the third period. Clean sheet of ice. Chippy game, first two periods. And today's game is brought to you by Baytown Media. Live streaming Caps minor hockey. And we're just about ready for face-off here now to start the third period. Caps with one more game this afternoon at 4 o'clock, and we'll have that one live here as well. St. John's Caps versus the Tri-Pin Osprey. Caps need to get something going on this first power play to start the third. And we're ready for the start of the third. Caps again into black jerseys, Western into red. Western will dump it down. Caps will chase after it. Lewis to pick it up for the Caps. Up the center. Nice play there. Caps 2-0. Back to Pike, scores! What a pass there. Walsh over to Pike. And the Caps on the board. 12 seconds in. (5-2) now. Still 1:34 left in the second penalty to Western. Beautiful play there. Pike just had to tap it into the open net. Puck down ice. Lewis back to pick it up again. Lewis over to Raleigh Hillier. Up to Walsh. Walsh up to Pike. Pike in over the line. Over to Cheater. Oh, just missed his stick. Just over Tizert's stick and outside. Caps need to get out. Side the zone. Tizert finds Cheater. Cheater spins into Pike. Pike back over to Walsh. And just missed Walsh. Walsh spins in the corner. Back to Peyton Pike in front. Off the point. Tizert with a shot. Stopped. And outside the line. Great action here for the Caps to start. Tizert picks it up in his own zone. He's getting pressured by the Kings player. Tizert gets it around the boards to Nash. Nash up to Burns. Burns across to Merton. Merton in over the line. Merton scores! Beauty goal by Charlie Merton. Woo! And the Caps with 2 power play goals in less than 2 minutes to start the third period. Western changed their goalie. Here comes the Caps again. Brown. Brown with a shot, and that just missed the far corner. Back to Nash on the point. Nash with a shot. Deflects. Oh! Almost scored in front. Caps in front. Can't get the puck. Caps with it again. Tizert will dump it in. Puck all the way back to Nash. His own blue line. Up to Burns. Burns cross ice. Brown in, shot. And that's squeezed by the Western goaltender. Caps now win the faceoff. Back to Cheater, right over the line. Nice defensive play there by Drew Pike. Western back on the attack. And we got a player down for the Caps. Drew Pike came up with a great defensive play and then got cross-checked as he hit the ice. Getting up to his feet. .234 left in the third period. 5-3 now's the score. Drew's back to his feet. And they'll head off to the bench. Face off now in the Caps end. Caps win the face-off and get it out over the line. White chasing after it. Lewis stops it up at the boards, dumps it back in. Caps get it back in the corner. Back out to Lewis. In the slot, and Western Kings are gone now. Peyton Pike back. Great defensive play there by Peyton Pike to get back. Gets it up to White. White will dump it into zone. Puck back to center. No one there. Caps changing. O'Reilly Hillier lose it at the point. Western Kings in now. In the zone. O'Reilly Hillier. Lewis picks it up behind his own goal, and his wheeling at his own. Gets it up to Cheater. James Cheater. James Cheater with a move, and he'll lose it at the blue line. Kings head back the other way. Shot, and that's stopped by Russell. And now Nash will pick it up at center. He'll get it up. Peyton Pike in over the line to Cheater. Cheater with a shot. Oh, and that's blockered aside. Puck just over the stick of Tizzard. And the Kings now hustling down, but that's going to be nice and Kyle. Face-off going to come all the way back down to the Kings' end. 5-3, 10:58 left in the third. Western Kings leading. Under 11 AAA hockey live from Placentia. Back to the point. Cheater with a shot. Nets kicked aside. Brown on the near boards. Drew Pike with it now. Drew Pike with a shot. The net deflects just wide. Cats behind the net. Brown with it. Brown cycles back to Martin. Martin with it behind the goal. Martin tries to put it in front. And that's kicked out to the near boards. Kept in at the line by Cheater, and now just squirts out. Caps with it again. Brown with a shot. He'll launch it in. Western will pick it up. And Western now control at center. Brown coming back after it. Josh Cheater now behind the goal. Over to Lewis. Lewis off Martin's stick, and Western will dump it in. Delayed offsides. Lewis now out over center. Lewis with a move. Lewis, he's going all the way. Lewis, pass in front. Oh, just missed. Barnes, Western coming back. Barnes picks it up now in his own zone. Oh, cross check from behind there as Lewis got hauled down. Brown cuts into the middle. Brown with a move. Brown, oh, and that was just wide. It looks like a call. Western, 9:32 left. Caps will go to the power play. Caps really need to get another one on the board here. Wilson, pass up, and that's blocked by Western. Lewis chasing it back down ice. Lewis over to Raleigh Hillier. And Caps now coming at the zone. Winter, and can't keep it in. Outside at the line. Caps tied up there, and puck dumped all the way down. As Western trying to kill this penalty. 1:30 left in the power play for the Caps. And here come the Caps now. Winter up the center. Winter loses it at center. Wilson will dump it in. Caps having to change. Kept in at the line by Nash, and he'll dump it in around the net. Cheater will pick it up behind the goal, gets it to Peyton Pike. Peyton Pike spins behind the goal. Peyton Pike trying to get it out in front. Here comes Nash off the point, shot. Oh, rebound in front, and Pike tapped at it but couldn't get it in. 56 seconds left in the power play. 8:28 left in the third. 5-3 Western Kings lead. Under 11 AAA hockey, live from Placentia. Puck just squirts out over the line. Nash will dump it back in, and Western will dump it out down the ice. Tizert chasing after it. And Western now still got it in. Caps in, killing this penalty. Tizert up ice. Peyton Pike now over center. Peyton Pike cuts in the net. Rebound! Oh, Caps can't find the open net. Cheater keeps it in at the line to brother James Cheater. Puck cross ice. And away go Western on a break. Western still with it. Great defensive play there by Pike with the stick. Up to Cheater. Cheater with it now. Over to Drew Pike. Drew Pike at center. Martin now picks it up. Martin in. Martin, what a move! Martin! Oh, great stop there by the Western goalkeeper. What a flurry of action here in the past couple minutes. Lewis now in over the line. Right to Burns with a shot. And that's stopped in front. Then some pushing and shoving in front of the goal. Now face off in the Western zone. Back to the point. Shot. That deflects. Western will dump it down the ice. 6:56 left. And that's an icing call. Face off going to come all the way back down to the Western end. 5-3. Western Kings lead here in the third period. Caps win the faceoff. Well, Western will get it out over the line. Caps. Barnes picks it up. Barnes cutting back down. Barnes cuts it wide. In front. No one there. Lewis steps up now and keeps it in. Lewis turns. Lewis still with it. Lewis looking for the pass. Chance. Oh, in front. Oh, right through the crease, and nobody can't tuck it in. Barnes with it in the corner. Barnes trying to get it in front of the goal. And Western now will get it out and take off some pressure. Western cuts up over the blue line. Back comes Lewis. Lewis, haul down, shot, squirts out, and we've got a player down. Getting rough here in front. Whistle went. And looks like the penalties going to be one for each. Five-on-five hockey. 6 minutes left. Intensity definitely picking up here in the third period. Face off one by the Caps. Wilson will dump it in. White in there, keeping it in. Nash keeps it in at the line. Will dump it around back of the goal. Wilson chasing after it. Wilson picks it up on the boards. Tizert now will try to dump it out, but Western turned it back as they blocked the shot. Western in over the line. In front. Just skips by the goal. White trying to clear. Can't. And now the Caps have it. Here goes Wilson. Puck knocked off his stick. Followed up by Tizert. Tizert will dump it down behind the Western goal. Peyton Pike now behind the net, trying to cut out in front. He got his stick tied up. Western will dump it off the boards and out. Up the center. Western now on a break. Shot, and that's blocked and wide. Drew Pike around the boards to Walsh. Walsh up the Pike. Peyton Pike. Peyton Pike now in over the blue line. And Cheater was step inside the line. Face off to come outside. 4:50 left in the third period. Still 5-3 Western Kings. Puck now into the Western end, just outside the blue line. Western now in over the blue line, got a break. Chance here. Oh, can't control the puck. Couldn't get it to sit flat. And now the Caps get it out. Caps got Cheater on the rush. Cheater. Shot. Scores! James Cheater on the rush. And the Caps now within one. Beauty pass up through the middle by Walsh. (5-4) now with 4:29 left. What a finish here. Caps are down 5-1 going into the third. Caps supporters here trying to get their team going again. Peyton Pike with it. Peyton Pike, the captain, gets it up to Walsh. Walsh in over the line, cuts it wide. Nice move there. Got Pike going to the net. And puck now behind the goal. Walsh Still with it. Gets it back to the point. Lewis with a shot. Deflects. Oh, wrap around. Nobody can't get it. Peyton Pike now behind the goal. Puts it in front. Oh, and the puck was right there for Cheater. And just skipped by the post. Western will dump it out to get the pressure off. 3:39 left in the third. What a chance there for James Cheater to tie it up. And here goes Martin. Charlie Martin with it now. Trying to cut through. Martin from his rear end gets it into Burns. In front. Oh! Caps buzzing around the goal. And puck dumped all the way down the ice. That will be an icing call. 3:09 left. 3:09 left in the third. And we'll have a finish here. 5-4. Western leading. Big face-off here in the Western zone. Martin gets it back to the point. Nash will dump it in around the boards. Back out. Western now will get it at the zone. Stopped by Tizzard. Tizzard dumps it in. Western lose it there, and offsides is the call at the line. And puck will come outside. 2:50 left in the third. Western control. Tizzard now with it. Tizzard will drive it in behind the goal. Cap chasing after it. Martin in there. Burns in there as well. Burns with it in the corner. Burns with it again. Back to the point. Nash with it at the point. Shot. Net deflects just wide. Nash again. Gets it into Burns. Burns puts it in front and deflects behind the goal. Brown trying to get it. Western now gets it back and just over the line. Tizzard will drive it back into the Western end. 2:11 left in the third. Great forechecking there by the Caps. Trying to stuff it in on the side. Puck back on the back of the netting. Caps trying to get it in front. Can't get it there. Back to Pike on the point. He'll get it into the corner. Puck in front. Oh, through the crease. Puck all the way down the ice, and that's going to be an icing call. And face-off going to come back down to the Western end again. Caps buzzing. 1:48 left in the third. 5-4 Kings lead. Huge face-off here now in the offensive zone for the Caps. Face-off won by Western. Back to the point. Caps now. Wilson in there. Turn back. Down ice. Here goes Winter. Nice pass across the white. Hauled down. Oh! Couldn't get the shot away. Trying to stuff it in the side. Caps can't keep it in. And we've got a penalty call. Tripping call. Penalty to Western. So the Caps now with a power play with 1:28 left. Down by one. And Caps calling the timeout. Timeout call by the Caps. 1:28 down by one. And on a power play. Huge opportunity now for the Caps to tie this one up. What an exciting finish to this game. Watch for Simon Russell to come out for the extra attacker. just about ready for puck drop in the western end. And the Caps will leave the net empty. It's a 6-on-4. Caps win the face-off. Over in front, shot. Nope, pass to Martin. Martin with a shot. Rebound. Oh, what a save by Cooper Blanchard with the glove off Charlie Martin. Game saver there for Western. Martin had the goal on his stick. Face off again in Western end. And Western now will call a timeout. 1:20 left in the third period. Caps 6-on-4. Empty net for the Caps. Trying to get the tying goal. Thank you all for watching here in Baytown Media's live stream presentation of Caps Minor Hockey under 11 AAA from Placentia. St. John's Caps, Western Kings. What a great game here this morning. Caps are down 5-1 coming into the third and came storming back to be within one. Face off now going to be down in the western end. We've just seen a huge save by the Western Kings goaltender. Off the stick of Charlie Martin. Peyton Pike now to take the face off. Caps get the face off shot again. Oh, and that just went wide of the goal. Caps with it behind the net, tries to put it in front. Western trying to get it out. Lewis keeps it in at the point. Back to Peyton Pike behind the goal. Circles the net, trying to get it in front. Oh man, cheater in front. Oh, couple whacks at a puck out of the zone. 55 seconds left. Caps need to get back in a hurry. Lewis back to get it. Western with it now. Shot at the empty net. And stopped by Nash. Caps back down ice. Here comes Martin. Cross ice pass to Cheater. Back to Martin in front. Oh, just missed the post. Cheater behind the goal. In front again. Caps can't get it in. Shot. Back to the point. Nash with a shot. Blocked. Caps still with it. 20 seconds left in front. Oh, just went to the crease outside the zone. Not much time for Lewis. 14 seconds. Over to Nash, got to get it up ice. Caps fall, Western picks it up in their own zone, and they'll pin it on the boards, 5 seconds. And that will do it. Western will take this one, 5-4. Great comeback by the Caps, but Western will take this one this morning. 5-4 is the final. And that will do it for us here this morning. Thank you all for watching Caps Minor Hockey, Baytown Media, and we'll be back at 4 o'clock for the game between the St. John's Caps and the Tri-Pen Osprey.
This is a Baytown Media live stream sports presentation.